This is an exploration of the first 12 universal laws. The universe is perfectly balanced by natural and moral laws, which are regulatory vibrations to maintain order. When you work within the laws, you can be assured of eventual, positive outcomes. When the laws are transgressed, you can be assured of suffering, the only purpose of which is to teach a better way. One, the law of harmony. This law supersedes even the fundamental law of karma, for harmony is the supreme potential of balance. The purpose of karma is to attain harmony. If you throw a rock into a pond, you disturb the harmony of the pond. You were the cause and the effect is the splash, and the ripples that flow out until the harmony is restored. Now similarly, your disharmonious karmic actions flow out into the universe, and back upon you, lifetime after lifetime, until eventually your own harmony is restored. So as you experience your life, you and the entire universe are experiencing the karmic ripples, which will eventually result in harmony. Once you have evolved to the position of living an entire lifetime in harmony, you are free from the wheel of reincarnation and karma. Two, the law of reincarnation and karma. Until you have resolved your karma and fulfilled your dharma, you will continue to reincarnate into sequential lifetimes upon the earth. Neither God nor the lords of karma bestow suffering upon you during these lives. You and you alone decide what you most need to learn in your earthly sojourns, and for each life experience you seek out other souls, often with shared histories and always with karmic configurations matching your needs. Now, whenever you act with intention, you create karma. Intentional acts are considered to be thoughts, emotions, words, and deeds, and the motive, intent, and desire behind each. Disharmonious acts must be balanced later in this life, or in a future lifetime. They are rooted in fear-based emotions which must be resolved before you can release yourself from the wheel of reincarnation. You return here, lifetime after lifetime, to test yourself to see if you have learned your lessons. And until you can go through an entire lifetime with total involvement and no disharmonious attachment whatsoever, you will continue to reincarnate within this plane. In other words, when you can live a life of perfect harmony, liberation will follow. Three, the law of wisdom. Wisdom erases karma. If you have the wisdom to learn your lessons through love and wisdom, you can mitigate your suffering. Sadly though, we seem to learn fastest through pain, through directly experiencing the consequences of our actions. As an example, greedily taking from others, and instead of learning through wisdom and love that this is wrong, you have to directly experience someone greedily taking from you, whether later in this life or in a future lifetime. As another way to look at the law of wisdom, when you move toward a predestined test in your life, if you have the wisdom to proceed with harmonious intent, you will surely mitigate the traumatic impact of the event. Here are some examples. Example number 1. In your last life you were married to a soul who is your partner today and whom you cruelly left for another. In that previous lifetime, before you were born into your current life, you agreed to be left by your partner under similar circumstances. Now this will allow you to balance your karma and directly experience the pain of abandonment. If, however, through the wisdom of Master of Life Awareness you are able to consciously detach from and let go of the relationship with love and acceptance, you will ease the pain of parting, while also passing your own test. Example number 2. Assume that you have astrologically predestined a severe relationship test through your karma for a specific time in your life. If you have learned through past life experience as well as present life learning to be positive, non-judgmental and without expectations in your relationships, you may only experience an argument with your partner on that fateful day, but if you haven't internalized your past lessons and have intensified the disharmony during your life and relationship, you may experience a divorce when that day comes. Example number 3. In several past lives you were so proud that you were unwilling to accept any assistance from others. Pride is a form of fear, an insecurity in one's identity or accomplishments. So in this life you have astrologically predestined an event which will cause you to be institutionalized either temporarily or permanently. On a soul level, you've decided you needed to create circumstances which would force you to subdue your pride to allow others to give to and help you, and to be vulnerable in front of others. But through wisdom in this life you have overridden your pride and opened your heart, gladly accepting assistance from others and humbling yourself when needed, and because of this you will not have to be institutionalized again to learn your lesson. Wisdom will have erased the karma. (4) The law of mercy and grace. Karma can be experienced to the letter of the law, or in mercy and grace. In other words, if you give love, mercy, and grace to others, you will receive the same in return. Now here are a couple of examples. Example 1. You have destined a future event in which you will be the victim of slander and gossip which will ruin your reputation. But, in the years preceding this event you have become so kind and loving to others, it is obvious to your higher self that you have learned your needed lesson, that the predestined event will be mitigated, bringing little or no effect upon you. This will manifest as others, who may have been swayed by this gossip, seeing it for what it was, simple jealous slander, rather than believing it. Example number 2. In a previous lifetime you were a person of great wealth which you used selfishly for your own and your family and friends' indulgence. In this life you have destined yourself to experience monetary need, but you were so giving, with the little you have, you release yourself from this self-imposed, karmic bondage and once again rise monetarily in your next lifetime, or even later in this one, always sharing what you have with those in need. (5) The law of soul evolution. Everyone on Earth shares the goal of soul evolution, whether they realize it or not. We have incarnated and reincarnated onto this earthly plane because we desire to spiritually evolve, by rising above our fear-based emotions and learning to always express unconditional love. In so doing we raise our vibrational rate and move closer to a state of universal harmony. Even when it appears that you are not evolving, you are still making progress. We learn through the pain of our disharmonious acts, which may be viewed as mistakes or failures but in reality, are simply our lessons. If you fall off a bicycle 9 times before you learn to ride it on the 10th attempt, you needed all 9 of those failures to achieve your final success. In reality, every failure was a small success, bringing you closer to accomplishing your goal. (6) The law of Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is a Sanskrit term, commonly accepted by most metaphysical adepts today. It means one who has transcended the need of earthly incarnations but who has chosen to return to the earth to support others in achieving enlightenment. The Bodhisattva knows they will never be truly free until all souls are free. Most serious students of metaphysics enter the Bodhisattva development stage of their evolution. (7) The law of vibrational alignment. The entire universe operates on the same principle of vibrational energy. When Einstein hypothesized that matter is energy, he opened the door to recombining science and metaphysics. Scientists have observed that energy is neither created nor destroyed, it can only transform, it cannot stand still, for stillness cannot exist within the universe. Even if you appear motionless, you are still on the Earth, which is hurtling through space, constantly orbiting the Sun, as the Sun moves through the galaxy as the galaxy moves through the cosmos. Even pure vacuum between the voids of space is bubbling with quantum foam of pure space-time energy and virtual particles manifesting and annihilating one another. Now, this means that you, yourself, are energy. Your body, which appears solid, is actually trillions of swiftly jiggling and vibrating molecules that orbit one another at their specific vibrational rate, a physical life wavelength and frequency that you manifest as a result of your current and past karmic actions, as well as just existing of matter. Living your past lives and your current life up until this very moment in time is a continuous, omnidimensional, vibrational signal that is called you. Meditation and intentional thoughts and actions tuned to a wise unconditional, universal love brings you into the true signal of unconditional universal love, or harmony. Like an antenna tuning into a specific radio station, you tune your body and life into the most harmonious or disharmonious life you can live that can result from the past up until now. Your vibrational signal approaches nearer and drifts further from this vibrational rate of harmony based on how your thoughts and actions tune your personal vibrational signal. The entire universe is a symphony of jiggling vibrations and fields interacting and influencing each other in an eternal dance we call existence. Eight. The law of free will. Free will operates in three ways. Number 1. Although many of the major events in your life are astrologically predestined, you always have free will to mitigate the impact of the event, or to transcend it entirely. This will result from how you live your life up to the situation you have destined for yourself to experience. If you give grace and mercy to others, are positive, loving, and compassionate, and demonstrate by your actions that you've learned your past lessons, you can minimize disharmonious experiences. Number 2. As you obtain master of life awareness and develop conscious detachment, you will be far less affected by worldly events than in the past. A master of life enjoys all the warmth and joy that life has to offer but detaches from the negativity by allowing it to flow through them, without affecting them. Number 3. You always have free will and how you respond to any situation. If you respond with positive emotions, compassion, and integrity, you have probably learned your karmic lessons and will not have to experience a similar situation in the future. Nine. The law of one. Every soul, living and discarnate, is connected to the level of the collective unconscious, the rest of the universe. Deep within the higher self, we are all part of a great energy gestalt called God, and because we are part of God, we are God. By being part of the universe, we are also, by definition, the entire universe itself. It is us and we are it. The universal gestalt is God and we are the gestalt, therefore, we are God. It is the goal of the gestalt to move the energy forward, creating more energy. So in living harmoniously, we each increase our vibrational rate and intensify the vibration of the entire gestalt, and when we are disharmonious, we decrease the vibration of the entire gestalt. Because we are one, everything you think, say, and do, and the motive, intent and desire behind everything you think, say, and do, affects every other soul. The law of manifestation. Everything manifest within your life begins as a thought or an idea. Ideas and experiences create beliefs, which in turn creates your reality. If you are unhappy with your current reality, you must change your beliefs and your behavior. Beliefs can be changed when you recognize those that are not working for you and begin programming what will create success and harmony in your life. The unlimited creative power of your mind, through dedication, awareness, and training, can be the wisdom to rise above your karma. Within physical laws, you can manifest any reality you desire to experience. In regard to changing your behavior, you must decide which disharmonious behaviors you want to eliminate, then be aware that you don't have to change how you feel about something to affect it, if you are willing to change what you are doing. Thoughts alone can have an impact on the universe around you, but they are less direct than actions. We cannot always control our thoughts, but we can control our actions. Disharmonious thoughts are a part of life. Simply accept and release them without resistance. By letting them go without fear or judgment, you will prevent them taking hold and accruing unnecessary karma. Replacing them with harmonious thoughts and taking harmonious actions while accepting reality as it is, will manifest the most harmonious and enjoyable life experiences possible in your current lifetime, as well as future ones. (11) The law of conscious detachment. It is your resistance to what is that causes your suffering. Suffering meaning everything that doesn't work in your life, relationship problems, loss of loved ones, loneliness, sickness, accidents, guilt, unfulfilled desires, and so on. When you accept what is, you accept the unalterable realities in your life without resisting them. Some things are facts, they exist, and no matter how much you resist, there is nothing you are going to be able to do about them. Change what it is you can change, using the law of manifestation, but have the wisdom to accept unalterable situations as they are, without wasting mental or physical energy attempting to change what it is you cannot change. Out of this acceptance comes involved detachment, the ability to enjoy all the positive aspects of life but to allow the negativity to flow through you without affecting you. If you cannot currently change a situation, accept and release it from your mind. This alone will mitigate your suffering, even if nothing else about the situation has changed. And perhaps, in this new unattached view, a solution may even present itself. The law of gratitude. From the perspective of karma and the law of one, the more you give, the more you will receive in this or a future lifetime. The more you assist others, the more you are assisting yourself. The power of this law also works in your day-to-day life. You can always find something to be grateful for, even if your current life experience is undesirable. Gratitude can be a form of harmonious resistance. Despite negative circumstances, choose to be grateful anyway, without denying reality, as the law of detachment states. Optimism and gratitude is a powerful light during the darkest of times. Just because there are storm clouds in the sky does not mean the sun is not shining behind them. It has even been scientifically studied that the single most effective action people can take to improve happiness and satisfaction with their lives is practicing gratitude. This concludes the first 12 laws of the universe and life. Thank you for listening.